Hi, I'm Miss Katie Kate's Creative Duck Cake, and I am going to show you how to make a braided bracelet. Okay, first you need about 2 or 3 colors of duct tape. They must be different. If you want, you can have 2, but they must be different. They don't have to be different, but you can make it any way you want. Okay, first you are going to make your strips for the bracelet. Now, I do it differently than other people. They fold theirs. I don't fold mine. Mine is different, so. You need about 15 inches or at least more than a foot of duct tape. See how long this is? About that long. Kind of takes up the screen, doesn't it? Okay. Once you have it about that long, you think, oh, Miss Katie Kate, I'm going to fold it like I know how. Wrong. You are not going to fold it in my video. You are going to tear it in half. Tear it in half. Okay. You're going to lay it sticky side to sticky side, and that's easy for me. This is the easy way to do it. When I was folding it, I had trouble making it, and it did not ever turn out perfect when I folded it. Then I realized I could just tear it in half, and then it would be the perfect size for a beautiful bracelet. Okay, I've already made my other 2, but you need 3. Now take the bad ends, because the bad ends won't show. Okay, now you have the 3 strands. Now you're setting those aside. Now you need some pieces of duct tape so you can tape them down. We don't want them going anywhere while we braid, do we? Okay. You can have 1 piece of duct tape, or if you think they're going to pop up, you may have more. If you have 2 of one color, you may put the different color in the middle, and I think that'll make a difference with the bracelet. Okay, so you need to make them like spreading apart like a chicken foot. You know how a chicken foot is, da, da, da. Yeah, I want it kind of like that, like this, like that. Okay. Now, if you can see me, I'm betting you. Yep, you can. Okay. You're going to duct tape them to something that doesn't move, like a chair. This chair doesn't move, kind of. Okay. Now, you have your 3 strands. Well, you think you're just going to start braiding loosely. Do not braid loosely. I braid really tight, so it gets to look like it does. Okay. First, you're going to squeeze them real tight. Okay, you're squeezing the first 2 real tight. Then you start to braid. You know how to braid, right? Okay. Then you start to braid. You pull really tight and you squeeze really hard. You don't want the duct tape to look like this, the wide it is. You want to squeeze it, and then it'll get skinnier, and then it will not be as, wide in the braid. And then you want to pay attention to your braid, because if you make a wrong move, you won't be able to go back and redo it. Okay, so you make the braid. And if it gets bigger, I would pull a little tighter. If it's small and then it gets bigger and wider, I would just pull tighter, and then it'll make other parts tight too. But some mistakes you can't fix. Okay. Now, you want to pay attention to your braiding. If you don't squeeze as much as the others on one of the strands, then it'll be big on some strands, little on some others. You don't want that. You want it all the same size. And then it starts to look like this. I don't know if you can see me or not, but I'm hoping. Okay. If it starts to get tangled up at the bottom, you might have messed up and you might not have. You need to be paying attention to the bottom as well, because the bottom gets all tangled up while you're braiding, and then when you get to that point and you need that point, it will be all tangled up and you will not be able to untangle it, because duct tape is, as you know, sticky. Okay, so that is how you braid a bracelet, but I'm not done yet. Braiding, you can't just not focus on it. You need to focus on it. If you don't pay attention, you might make a mistake and you won't know it, and you'll sell it to a customer and they'll complain and want their money back. You don't want, if you are a business person with duct tape like I am, you would not want to sell a bad item to someone and then they want their money back and you don't want to give it back. And you don't know how much they paid, and they don't know how much they paid. You don't want to get into an argument with the customer. It won't be very good. Okay, you probably know that, no, see, I made a mistake there. I'm going back. If you realize you made a mistake in the middle and you're already at the end, I'm so sorry, but you might have to start over. If you just make a mistake right then you won't realize. If you make a mistake and you write then and then you go back, it's fine. It will be fixable. Okay, you see how my braid is coming along. Sometimes I think it gets too big and I stop in the middle of my braiding. Well, you see that it is perfectly able to fit around my wrist, and I am going to stop right there and cut, and press. Now, you want to be able to get to some duct tape, so I would suggest have some duct tape ready, but I don't. Okay, you're probably wondering, Miss Katie Kate, what's next? Well, nothing yet, until I get this duct tape. I really want you to have the duct tape ready when you're done. Okay, so it should be about this long. Can you see it? About this long when you are ready. Okay, so now you're going to take whatever color you want. It has to be a color in your bracelet. Here, let me give you a close look up. Look, see, that is how you're going to attach it. It looks just like any ordinary braided bracelet that's not made out of duct tape, but this one is. Okay, you're like, Miss Katie Kate, I'm just going to stick it together. Don't. You want to get a piece of duct tape that's small. You don't want a huge one because it'll take up most of the braiding. This one, it's small on this one, so you have lots of braiding. Okay. Now you're going to take a piece of duct tape, a color that's in your bracelet. Okay. Don't take too big, like I said earlier. Okay, now when you have that, you don't know what to do with it yet. So I'm going to tell you. You're going to, you're going to cut the braid really close to the sticky duct tape part. You can see the white part, right there. You can't see it, but I can. Okay. You're going to cut the sticky thing that held it down, the piece of duct tape that held it down. Now, see where I have put that? You're going to cut as close as you can to that. Okay, you might want really strong scissors for this part. Okay, I have cut it. See, now you have this long braided strand of duct tape. Now you you're going to take it like you want. I would probably make it like that. Then you're going to take the duct tape and stick it where you're connecting it. And that. And then you're going to wrap it around. If it doesn't fit, I'm so sorry. If you sell these, I would just make them as big as your wrist. But if you know someone who has big wrists, you would make it a little bigger than yours. Now mine fits, see? And then you have a braided bracelet. So you can text me on iPhone or iPhone or iPod at BobbyandLana@yahoo.com, and possibly you can text me on iPad. BobbyandLana@yahoo.com. Ya is spelled with a Y-A. I have misspelled it before. Okay, this has been Miss Katie Kate's Creative Duct Tape. How to make a braided bracelet.